Good morning to all of you. Today I am going to start chapter 14 statistics of class 9. Now what is statistics? It is a branch of mathematics that deals with the collection, analysis, interpretation and presentation of the numerical data. Actually, we will collect the data, then we will analyze, interpret it, and in the last we will present that numerical data. This is called statistics. Now what is data? The facts or the figures which are numerical or otherwise collected with a definite purpose are called data. Types of data. There are two types of data. The first is primary data. The data collected by the investigator himself with a defined plan in his mind is called primary data. For example, a person goes from house to house to collect the information regarding the number of the children in each family below 4 years of the age. This type of the data is called primary data. Now secondary data. The data originally collected by someone else and used by the investigator for some related purpose is called the secondary data. For example, from the records of the election commission, one can get the percentage of the polling in any particular constituency in any election. The data used by the investigator is secondary data, and the data originally collected by the staff of the commission is primary data. Now, how to represent the data? The first type is ungrouped frequency distribution form. This we will study with the help of one example. Consider the heights in centimeter of 30 girls of class 9 as given below. These are the heights which are in centimeter of 30 girls of class 9. These are 140 centimeter, 140 centimeter, 160 centimeter, 139 centimeter and up to 146 centimeter, 148 centimeter and so on. Variates. The height of the girls are called variates here. For example, 140, 160, 139, etc. These heights are called variates. Frequency. The number of the girls who have a particular height is called frequency of that variates. For example, there are two girls with the height 138 centimeter. Therefore, frequency for the height 138 centimeter is 2. Means the number of times a variate is repeated is called the frequency of that variate. From above, it is clear that the frequency of 138 centimeter height is 2. Next is tally marks. In order to correctly count the number of times a variate repeats in a data, we use tally marks 1, 2, 3, 4 and fifth tally marks is entered as like this, means by crossing diagonally the 4 marks already entered. We count the tally marks in each case and write the corresponding frequency. Ungrouped frequency distribution table. Frequency distribution table for the heights of 30 girls can be now presented as follow. Now here I have written heights which are in the centimeter. In the middle tally marks I have taken, and here the number of the girls means frequency I have written in numbers. Now I have written here the heights in the ascending order, means 138, 139, 140, 146, 148 and up to 160. See here I have taken them separately, not in group. I have taken them separately, so it is called ungrouped frequency distribution table because I have not grouped. So there are two girls with 138 centimeter height. There is one girl for 139 centimeter height. There are four girls for 140 centimeter height. Similarly, I have written for the others' height also and tally marks for the table. The above frequency distribution table for unclassified data is called an ungrouped frequency distribution table because no grouping is there. It is used separately, so it is called ungrouped frequency distribution table. Now the second is grouped frequency distribution form, and that is inclusive or discontinuous. It means we will study here the two types of the grouped frequency distribution form. The first is inclusive or discontinuous and the second will be exclusive or continuous. Now we will study it with the help of the example. 60 students of the class 9 appeared for the mathematics Olympiad. The marks obtained by them out of 100 are given below. These are the marks of the 60 students. If we will study it carefully, we will find the minimum marks is 8 and the maximum marks is 93. Therefore, we can say the range is which is equal to maximum marks minus minimum marks. That will be equal to 85. Here we condense the data into the groups like 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29 and up to so on 90 to 99. Why I have started from 0 to 9 and ending with 90 to 99? Because our data is from 8 to 93. 8 is lying in between 0 to 9 and 93 is lying between 90 to 99. Each group means 0 to 9, 10 to 19 and so on is a class or class interval. It means these all are called the class intervals. And the size is called class size or class width. Class size or class width means the width of the class. It is started from 0 to 9, so its width is 9, which is 9 in this case. In each class, the least number is called the lower class limit and the greatest number is called the upper class limit. For example, in the class 10 to 19, 10 is the least number, this is called the lower limit and 19 is the greatest number, so 19 is called the upper limit. So 10 is the lower limit of the class and 19 is the upper limit of the class. Here the class intervals are inclusive, so the lower and the upper class limits of each intervals are included. Remember here we will include both the lower as well as the upper class limit of each interval. Because of this is inclusive class intervals. Now, for example, the class 10 to 19, it will include the marks 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. Means both 10 and 19. Both are included. Now this is a table for the grouped frequency distribution table. Marks obtained which is in the form of the class interval. Remember that in ungrouped frequency distribution table there were no any class, but here we have written class intervals because of the grouped. Same, the number of students means frequency I have written here and tally marks I have taken in between. Now our class intervals is from 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29 and up to 90 to 99. And here I have counted how many students are there in between 0 to 9. Here I have also count 0 as well as 9 if there is. Same in the second I have counted 10 as well as 19. So there are 2 students in between 10 to 19. Similarly, in the same way I have done all the other also. And in the last, total is 60. Now the above frequency distribution table for the classified data is called the grouped frequency distribution table. Moreover, the classes in the table are non-overlapping or discontinuous because there are gaps between the upper and the lower limits of the two consecutive classes. See here. For example, for this the upper limit is 9 and for the second the lower limit is 10. So there is a gap of 1. It is ending with 9 and starting with 10. So there is a gap. So it is non-overlapping or discontinuous. This frequency distribution is inclusive form. Sometimes we need to convert the discontinuous classes into the continuous classes. Grouped frequency distribution means exclusive or continuous form. This is the second type of the grouped frequency distribution. This is exclusive and continuous form. Now consider the example. Consider the following frequency distribution which gives the weight of 38 students of the class, and we have taken the weights in kilogram and the class interval as 31 to 35, 36 to 40, 41 to 45, and in the last 71 to 75. And there are the number of the students which is frequency 9, 5, 14 and up to so on. There are total 38 students in the class. Now we wish to add 2 students of the weight 35.5 kilogram and 40.5 kilogram to the above data. We wish to add 2 more students with the weight 35.5 kg and 40.5 kg to these intervals. But we cannot add them. Why? Because the classes are 31 to 35. Means 35.5 I cannot take it in this interval. Similarly, the other interval is 36 to 40. The same 35.5 will not come here. Same for 40.5 kg. This interval and this interval both can't take it. Now what is the reason why it is so? Because there is a gap between the upper and the lower limits of the two consecutive classes. Now what to do? To cover these gaps or to make the classes continuous, we will add 0.5 to the upper limit of all the classes and subtract the same number, that is 0.5, to the lower limits of all the classes. Thus, the modified frequency table can be presented as given below. This is the modified frequency table. I have added 0.5 to all the upper limits and subtracted 0.5 from all the lower limits. So it is modified frequency table, and in the two classes one more student is added because here 35.5 will include in this interval. So it will be 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. Same 40.5 will be included here. So it will be 14 plus 1 is equal to 15. So there will be 40 students. In the last there were 38 students, but there are 2 students more which we have added. So now the total number of the students are 40. Now the above frequency distribution table is in exclusive form because the upper limits of each class is excluded and the lower limit of each class is included. Remember here the upper limits is excluded and the lower limit is included. So this type is called the exclusive form. Why the upper limit is excluded? Because the upper limit is coming in the next interval as a lower limit. So upper limit we will not include, we will include always the. Now it is a continuous form. Why it is a continuous form? Because the upper limit and the lower limit, these both are same. It is a continuous form of the distribution as there is a continuity in the classes.